Hey, so I'm just going for a walk. I've just finished my session this morning. um, so I'm here in Spain. I've come out on a retreat and I'm here to do some discovery work and to clear all the clutter that I've got going on in my life. I've been through a lot, and I know a lot of us have, and it's really interesting when you decide to work on yourself. I don't know if this is actually stopping me from talking. Let's stick that in there. Start again. So yes, when you decide to work on yourself, you'll be surprised the things that you unravel and the things that you learn about yourself, the things that are actually blocking you and stopping you in your life. Now, I'm always on a journey, right? I'm always on and off on a mission to discover something. But I think since the passing of my mum, it really brought a lot of things home to me. I think one of my main issues was my identity, not knowing who I am and where I stood in the family. And the reason being for this, I mean, I know I've told you guys before, but for those of you who don't know my story, I was technically adopted, not officially, but I was adopted by my grandparents at the age of 6 months old. And so this has always been an issue within the family. Now, the issues, I think there's been a lot of jealousy in my family with regards to people feeling that I was special, or that I was loved more than them, that I was spoilt, and this was far from the truth. If anybody who really knows me, they would know there's no way that I was spoilt. I was brought up by a very strict grandmother. Oops, I'm going to get run over. I was brought up by a very strict grandmother, and she had old-fashioned values, and her values was to beat the living daylight out of you, right? So that's basically was my discipline. If you breathe too hard, you're going to get beaten. And no matter what you did, you're going to get licks, right? And so that's how I was brought up. And then so at the age of 6 months old, I was placed in the hands of my grandparents, and long story short, that's where I remained until I became a teenager, and then I decided to leave home because I was fed up of the abuse, right? So all through my life, I've had problems with family relationships. I've had problems with my siblings. I've had problems with belonging to my immediate family, because although they identified me as being their brother or sister, to be honest with you, I had no emotional attachments to them, because I was brought up as an only child. So certain feelings and maybe the way that they felt, I didn't feel that way, because for me, I'm an only child. I don't have any brothers and sisters. I just have brothers and sisters by name, do you know what I mean? But I remember having a conversation with my brother, and he always feeling that I had a chip on my shoulder, and he felt that I had issues, which I do, and we all have issues, believe it or not, whether we want to admit it or realise it, but trust me, we all have issues. So yeah, basically that's the start of my story. So my mum passed away last year, July. My mum being my grandma, but she's the only person that I know as mum, and she's the only person that I've ever called mum and identify as mum. And so that has been an issue for my mother, my birth mother, because she doesn't understand that I cannot call her mum. She's never mothered me, she's never parented me. And so being brought up from the age of 6 months old, knowing these two people, this woman and this man, as mum and dad, who else am I going to identify with? So, you know, I realise like now these things are not my issues, these are their issues, which they try to then put on me, right? So anyway, where we're at now. So mum passes away, and all of a sudden now, people that I thought were family have now come out the woodwork and exposed themselves to me. They're not family, and the reason they're not family is because I wasn't a blood relative of my grandmother. So which means that as far as they're concerned, the only child that my mother had was her natural daughter, the daughter that she gave birth to. And so now these cousins now have disowned me and basically said, well, you know, you don't have any rights to claim anything because you're not blood. So these are kind of some of the issues that I've been going through. And then another thing was that mum made a will, and in her will she's actually named me as her daughter. And so what she's basically done is she's given me the exact same recognition as her birth daughter. So now my mother has an issue with this because she's saying, well, why are you being recognised and I'm not? You're only the granddaughter. I'm actually the daughter of the husband. So, you know, there's a lot of family dynamics going on, and this has really hurt me a lot. I would say I was traumatized by the whole experience. Last year it was a very, very bitter and horrible place for me. And I've realised over the past couple of months, I realised that in order for me to get on with my life and be the person that I needed to be, I need to work on myself. I need to work on the feelings that I've got. I need to work on my issue with these people and to not let them bother me anymore. So I needed to do a lot of decluttering. I also realised that my childhood played a big part in the way I am as an adult and the way how I interact with people, and how it's actually had an impact on my relationships. And so I no longer wanted to have troubled relationships, you know, whether that'll be, you know, personal relationships, family relationships, business relationships. I wanted to come from a different place now. I want to have a thriving business, you know, and I want to give back, and that's all I've ever wanted to do. I just want to give back. I want people to, I want to help people who's in a similar situation to myself, who feel that they're stuck and they can't move forward and they just don't know where to start. And so that's why I started up my group called SOAR. And SOAR was to seek opportunities, aspire and rise. And I felt that I could help other women that have been through adversities, whatever it is, you know, that they can overcome whatever obstacles was holding them down. And I feel that I'm kind of living proof of this because, like I said, of all the things that I've been through, and I still continue to rise. And that's kind of been my nature, that they beat me down but I keep bouncing back up, and I think they don't like that because they feel when they tear me down I should stay down. But in fact, as I said, they don't realise that the more they discredit me and the more they try to bury me, it's the more that I'm going to bounce back. That's just my nature. And I just wanted to share with others that, you know, there is hope and you don't have to be stuck and down in the dumps all the time, and you can rise above it. But the only person that can make that happen is you. And so hence why I'm here, and I decided to do this retreat because I recognised that I needed help with myself, and the only way for me to move forward was to clear the clutter. So what's my message for today? Well, I'm trying to get my positioning right. What's my message? My message for today is that you've got to look after you at the end of the day and stuff everybody else, because, you know, you are in charge of your own destiny. So tomorrow, or when I shoot another video, I will talk more about the retreat. And the funny thing is I knew I needed to do something because my daughter was on a journey as well, and you know, we talk a lot and she shares things with me, and it kind of made me realise that I sort of got some aha moments, and I was like, wow, you know, I think it's time. I watch a lot of Ayana, Fix My Life, Marriage Boot Camp, you know, those family shows, and Married at First Sight. So I'm really into psychology and what makes people tick, why they behave the way they do, why they struggle in their relationships, and a lot of it does stem back from our childhood. And so I said I need to do some work on my childhood to find out why, what is impacting on me, and why is it having such a negative effect on my life. And then I said to my daughter, look, I think I would like to go to a retreat. I want to do some work on myself. Bearing in mind, I didn't know what I wanted to do work on, but I just knew that I needed to do some work. Started looking around from some retreats and stuff, and I thought, oh, I need like Reiki and hypnotherapy and massaging. I thought, I need the work, so I want to relax. I said to her, I think I need to go away somewhere that I can actually do the work, and I know it's going to be very intensive, and then I need to ground myself and just be at one with nature. And I thought maybe go to Ireland or go to Spain. Anyway, I contacted one lady and she seemed very wishy-washy. She does like group therapies and stuff like that, but she said she would do a one-to-one for me, and she weren't sure of the pricing. And then I contacted another lady who's actually based in London, but she also does retreats in Spain. And I thought to myself, well, let me see what she has to offer. But then, because my daughter's going on a journey as well, and she's got stuff that she wants to clear, I thought, you know, she's trying to be an entrepreneur. Why not gift her this so that it can make her into a better person and make her into a better business person? And so I said to her, look, come along with me. I think this will be good for you. Clear out whatever garbage you've got so that you can start afresh, because she's starting on a new journey. Anyway, I'm going to go for a little walk. So at first she was a bit resistant because she does self-meditation and you know, it's like spiritual healing and stuff like that. But I said to her, look, I think if you had a professional that can guide you and steer you, it might actually be better for you. So like I contacted this lady called Marion, and I was talking to her, and she basically told me the price for the packages. And then she said to me, oops, I'm gonna get knocked over. And she said to me that yeah, she would be happy to do myself and my daughter. So basically she hasn't charged me for my daughter to come along, but because I'm the one that needs all the work doing, she's given me like the majority of the time, and she's doing a day for my daughter. Hence why I'm here now, walking along the beach, because she's working on my daughter as we speak. I think, oh, I might have one of these massages. I actually went into the shop to get a massage, and the lady's very busy, so I think this is what I'm going to do. How much is it? How much? Okay. Oh, okay. Good.
Yo, Luis.
Hmm?
Luis.
Lewis, okay. You here all day? What time you finish?
Okay.
What time?
Finish one. What?
Okay.
Okay. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está?
No, what time do you finish? Are you here 8 o'clock in the night?
Sí.
Okay, I'll come.
¿Dónde? ¿Qué?
Yeah, okay, I'll come back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so she's working on my daughter, and I'm out here getting at one with nature. So yeah, it's been very, very emotional. I did some extensive work yesterday. I worked with her from about 10 till 7 yesterday, getting rid of everything. It was amazing. And then she came back this morning because she felt that I still needed some work done. But like I said, later on I will go into more depth with that. So today it's my day to basically just chill, and then tomorrow we've got 2 more days of work. So far I think it's been worth it, because I don't know if you've ever had counselling before, but when you have counselling it's only like an hour long, and then you leave, and then you've got to come back the following week and try and pick up where you left off. And this can be really very hard, because for me, I've not remembered what I discussed the week before, and then I've got to come back again. And so At least this way, she's been with me through the whole thing, so I'm able to offload everything, express my feelings, and she's been there to help me along with the journey and help me to get rid of whatever it is that's been holding me back. So like I said, it's been great, it's been well worth it for me anyway. And I know that this is actually quite priceless because it's changing my life and it's going to change me into a better person and make me more able to deal with people on a deep level. She said that she found that I'm a very compassionate person, that I'm very giving, that I give a lot, and I'm able to see people for deeper than what they really are. So there's no kind of holding back with me. She said that's kind of a special thing, that not a lot of people are able to do that. So I'm able to look beyond people and like all the shite and mess that I've been through, I'm still able to give back to people that have hurt me and abused me, you know, without letting their behaviour affect the way that I deal with them. So yes, it's just learning to make me into a stronger person. But I'm going to stop the rambling and enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Take care for now. Michelle James.